Welcome to the investment markets overview for the week ending the 9th of September 2022. Phew, what a week for the Brits. Their longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, sadly passed at the grand age of 96. Liz Truss, aged 47, became the UK's third female Prime Minister and the last of 15 PMs who served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and the first to serve during the reign of King Charles III. Meanwhile, the British pound hit a 37-year low against the US dollar. Although the Queen assumed the throne in 1952, it was only in 1960 that her image appeared on paper banknotes. The 10 shillings note, colloquially known as the 10-bob note, has been replaced by the 50-pence coin, but in 1960 it could buy 6 pints of beer, 10 loaves of bread, or 17 pints of milk. It isn't that today's price has enriched the brewer, baker or farmer, it's the currency being trashed by the so-called guardian of price stability, the Bank of England. The overview includes the performance statistics for the main stock indices. This week they were mixed, as were the sovereign bond yields and the commodities covered. Whilst the cryptocurrencies were higher across the board, led by Bitcoin Cash. Meanwhile, the regional coverage warns on the rising cost of servicing America's federal debt, Mountain. Comment on the Eurozone's interest rate surge. Whilst out east, China's deflation is the last thing needed for its hemorrhaging property market. According to the UK Gov website, the newly installed Prime Minister's first call with a counterpart was to President Zelensky, reiterating to the Ukrainian leader that he had her full backing, and that Ukraine could depend on the UK's assistance for the long term. Meanwhile, UK newspaper, The Sun, provided a cost of living comparison between the UK and Russia year to date. It's not the Russian invasion of Ukraine that has driven up CPI globally, it was the sanctions imposed on Russia that have decimated supplies to the West, along with very poor planning over the transition away from fossil fuels to alternatives. One cannot help but think that Liz Truss and her party will be as divided and unpopular as the one led by Boris. A final performance table for the major stock indices since the year 2000 concludes the investment markets overview. A one-month trial of this 40 times per year publication is available for less than $15, a whopping 70% discount. It's an ideal opportunity to grab the bargain for 4 publications. We strive to turn the technical into plain-speaking observations, backed up by factual charts and context. Join us for a guide through the maze of economic and market data via the weekly 5-page overview. Just follow the links provided, and if you're watching this on YouTube, then kindly give it a like as it helps our channel.